Brightest blessings, everyone. Psychic medium Elizabeth Grove, the Paranormal Priestess. Welcome to the Paranormal Priestess YouTube channel every Sunday, straight from the spirit chair. And thank you so much if you are new and you somehow found this in your feed, someone referred you, perhaps you found out about it from a group. Thank you so much for stopping by. I do believe that there are most likely messages in here for you, ones that are important to clarify your journey, confirm things for you. And if you are subscribed to the channel, thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for many of you becoming loyal clients. It's been fantastic being able to do these amazing readings for you, channel readings that are bringing through very direct and detailed messages from the angelics, from your team, from your guides, from the archangels. Wow, we've been getting through so many things together, closing the door on the past, really being proactive on our spiritual journeys and stepping into our empowerment. And it's just been such an amazing, amazing time being able to be there for so many of you by doing readings, being a guide, being here on YouTube. Thank you. Thank you so much for your time. This channel means a lot to me, and I'm really so happy to be able to present things that are helping people, that I'm hearing are helping. These messages are going to be for the month of October. So if you are new to the channel, my name is Elizabeth, and I am a divine channeler. As I said, I am a divine channeler. I am a psychic medium, so I can't speak to those on the other side. I'm also a spirit extractor specialist, but I also happen to be a divine twin flame on the path to reunion. So if you are a twin flame, I go through many of the same things as you do, because I am also on the ascension journey. My readings are open to anyone and everyone, though, who I'm guided to work with. So I am not a twin flame reader. I do read for many twin flames. However, my work is not closed off to others who would like to hear from their angels or hear from loved ones on the other side. So I just wanted to put that out there just in case anyone know somebody who would really like to have that authentic communication, but maybe worried that I only work with twin flames. So I just want to put that out there. So the messages for October now. I love October. For anyone who is familiar with me, the Paranormal Priestess, Halloween is my favorite. It always has been my favorite. I am a practitioner of the craft, very proud of that. I've been a druid in another lifetime as well, divine magician. So I love this time of year. It's magical, it's mystical. We go into the unknown, we speak with the ancestors. The veils are thin. We can receive so much information when those veils are thin, and it's just my happy time. And I have to say that the messages here are going to be very intense. Once again, we have a lot of strong energies coming in, if you haven't noticed already. And a lot going on, a lot that our bodies are feeling. So let's see what goes on here in terms of what's confirmed for you. I love hearing from you guys when you put down your synchronicities. You're seeing number synchronicities with these videos, or you're getting some other type of synchronicity. I get the synchronicities as well. So let me know. Leave some comments below. Love to hear from that. We're all in this together. We're all connected, and that's important. It's always important to be connected and understand that it's all about unity. So I'm going to get into these messages, and you let me know how these resonate personally for you, if you'd like, or any other kind of positive take that you get. Yeah, I'm just going to get into this. So there's a major gateway of love that's happening. So the title of this is the major gateway of love. Venus and Mars push the passion forward. The shadows bring truth and transition. So yeah, we're going to be feeling a lot. So I'm going to get into this and read these. If there's anything that I can add to it, I will. If not, I'm just going to read this straight through. So the angels start out. There is much to be aware of in your world which is taking place at this time. For the energies that are entering your planet are of the grandest kind. Light pouring and entering the light body vehicle, bringing this vehicle into an accelerated body, a fifth dimensional entering. So we are going through a very, very accelerated time of ascension. This month is pushing a lot of things forward with ascension. So that is really key here. Those who are awakened and have proactively been growing and releasing all of the past 3D beliefs and limitations are now traveling further down the path as the fourth dimensional gateway leads into the fifth dimensional consciousness template. So for so many of us, we are leaving the 4D. 4D is like that in between. So it's almost like a purgatory in some ways. Because it is an in-between place, and we are now starting to put those pieces together. Things are coming together now. All the work that we've been doing, the portals of light that have been coming through, and we are now beginning to integrate the fifth dimensional frequencies. The surge of energy is making its way into all the cells, systems, organs, tissue, and thus the spiritual bodies are now integrating with your physical body. So those many of these sensations that we're feeling, I just had a whole host of ascension symptoms today, as well as a family member did, feeling everything from just like really weird sharp pains in my kidney, feeling like a sharp pain like in my pelvic area, feeling extremely dizzy at one point today, almost like I'm falling down a flight of stairs very, very quickly. Very, very strange, very lightheaded, and also feeling a bunch of like pressure through my sinuses and skull. So yeah, lots of things are happening now. They say that October there is a significant gateway of the feminine and masculine template. And this is definitely what I want to talk about in terms of feminine and masculine gateway here. For the closure, they say the closure of star systems where you've lived in lives that were unequal in feminine and masculine energies are now being released. So that's something of closing down those lifetimes from those star systems. And they're being replaced by a higher and balanced merging now of feminine and masculine energies within. So there's a gateway there, and there's a balanced receptivity of feminine Venus and masculine Mars. Okay? And they're saying that the planetary positioning here will welcome the cooperative efforts of both Venus and Mars and will allow for great transition and movement to take place in the month of October. Venus will be in Scorpio. This is starting October 8th. And Scorpio is a co-ruler of Mars. And we're going to have this take place October 8th to November 1st. So through that Halloween season. Also known as Samhain to the Celts. They also talk about manifestations being very high. Manifestation ability. And so changes that are needed for the next phase of the journey, that's what's happening here. So many of the seeds that have been planted, what we've been working towards, we're going to be finding that things are going to be moving ahead, moving forward. And we have a lot of fiery energy to help it to do so. This gateway is allowing deep passions and love to be more conscious. And these will bring forth a remarkable pull towards where your true passions lie. Okay, now this is not just with passion of love, but it's also passions having to do with what your purpose is. What are you passionate about? Have you taken those steps? Have you brought that to fruition about creating your passionate purpose, partaking in your passionate purpose? What are the things that you love? What are your hobbies and talents that possibly you've put down? You know, there's a lot of clues in what we've loved when we were little, what we were drawn to, and those true passions. And a lot of them have been suppressed, put down, put on the back burner in order to just kind of do what we've had to do in terms of 3D constructs. But your true passions are going to be made very relevant. Okay, they're going to be very relevant to your purpose. And so to think about that, correlate that, that's going to be very, very helpful. Okay? These things are going to be evident now. The raising of the frequency and vibrations will be accelerated as you move forward this October. And therefore, your true passions in love and creativity will be manifesting at a high vibrational level, the very best of what you have worked so hard for. The 1111, you might say, For many of you who are seeing these double number synchronicities as a confirmation that this gateway of consciousness and manifestation is powerfully coming about and will work off of your intentions very quickly. And that's a pretty good description there of the 1111 and a lot of these number synchronicities. It's the gateway of consciousness, it's the gateway of manifestation, it's how we work with our intentions to be able to create changes and breakthroughs. And we're seeing a lot of these numbers. I've been seeing them left and right, all types of synchronicities, double numbers especially. For those who have not experienced much manifestation in the areas of divine partnership, aka twin flames, this will bring about huge leaps of communication between the feminine and masculine in various ways. This is the Venus and Mars that we're talking about. Within you, you will be feeling the heightened emotions and passion, and this can also be lending itself to the physical world for those who have aligned with their higher selves. Messages of love and also surprises await. This can seem very unexpected and very swift, yet extremely potent, as with the Scorpio sign. So take heed to find your footing and grounding in the present moment. Messages of love from the divine in the form of downloads continue to prepare for all that will be manifesting on Gaia in terms of spiritual love and partnership. Yes, downloads have absolutely been coming in. For beloveds who are still finding their way, the emotions that are of deep longing, passion, and unconditional love will be very strong and shall translate to much desire. It is for many to understand that this will bring much information in terms of empathic understanding of that information and the depth of the inner knowing confirming these true desires that many have not acknowledged in the past. Okay, so there's going to be a lot coming up, especially for divine masculines, of feeling the information, empathically receiving it, going into oneself and having that knowing, rather than thinking and analyzing and trying to, take it apart. The divine masculines are truly going to be feeling so much of the truth, and that's going to make a huge difference because there's going to be so much fiery passion, energy that's behind that. And of course we have, because of the Venus and the Mars and the alignments that are going on there, a lot of that communication and that understanding between those two signs, between the feminine and the masculine, will be happening. So this is a great time. It's certainly a gateway for love there. It is the time where all of the fiery aspects come to water: deep love and emotion, premonitions and intuitive information, as well as the desires that are also fueled from the information that is from within. It is time to follow the heart and the passion of the true soul that is becoming and wishing to express the truth of that passion that may have been suppressed or hidden. Remember, this is the time of what has been hidden, and this will be coming to light. Basic needs are being met as changes happen, changes that are physically necessary to sustain the love within the physical and a twin flame partnership. Physical unions are being supported by the necessary building blocks in which these transitions bring. So where a lot of people have been feeling, I'll say, stuck or feeling stagnant with things moving forward in the physical reality, it's all about timing. It's all about divine timing, divine orchestration. And so whatever's going to be needed there to set up physically for the next stages, whatever that may be, that's what's taking place. And you're going to be getting that, finally moving forward. And finally, okay, so finally that next step is happening. The physical space will change for many, having the environment change, such as changes of locations, changes with physical connections that no longer serve the transition into fifth dimensional consciousness. The fourth dimensional gateway has been an in-between state of gathering and releasing. with many feeling as though they had been stagnant in beliefs, emotions, and physical progression. So, although a lot goes on within the fourth dimension, the gathering and releasing, as they spoke of, yeah, some of that, as far as movement, yeah, it has felt a little bit stagnant there. But everything in good time. It's all about surrendering and trusting and allowing things to unfold naturally is always key. With October underway, moving into the end of the year and into 2020, the integration of the fifth dimensional light body vehicle will bring about the path and purpose so that you and your beloved are able to consciously execute your chosen mission and will be able to merge into a unified state where the Christ consciousness can impact your designated portals and templating areas across the world. Okay, so all of this that's taking place now, well, actually, it's all of the journey is very important. All of the pieces, all of the stages, everything, the runner, the chaser, the triggering, all the stages of consciousness, all very important, all very relevant to the path. But everything, especially what's going on now, though, is going to be setting up everything for the physical manifestation of what has been created within. It's all about the alignment within. It's all about the unity within. Alignment with your own higher self and source, the union with your own self and source, and with that, the counterpart of yourself. Having that union take place, that alchemical marriage happen within that unity. And with that energy, with that energetic marriage, that's what creates the physical reality. That's what changes the physical reality. And we're going to be seeing unions taking place, or also reunions taking place within the physical. And remember, that does not mean that just because you're physically with your beloved that equals union. Union is all energy. It truly is. It's being in alignment. So it's going to be that work, it's going to be that awareness, it's going to be that choosing of the heart space over the ego to sustain that union and be able to bring that Christ energy. But we're having everything physically set up. So consciously becoming aware of things and making those conscious changes, taking those actions and making those changes, as well as having all the basic needs, the manifestation come in, the abundance come in to support all of these physical unions. So things are getting really ramped up, accelerated, really exciting, and we'll continue to see some amazing miracles with bringing this unity consciousness here on this planet and lifting the planet. 2020 is going to be pretty amazing. So don't give up. If you're feeling like you're between a rock and a hard place, you are transitioning. And you will be integrating more of that fifth dimensional light body. Oh yes, beloved, these miracles are being manifested in ways that you may not have expected nor even imagined. Your struggles and obstacles are being assisted with, and as you stay very steady and committed, Divine Feminine, you are ensuring that your alignment will find its completion. For so many of you are extremely closely in alignment with your higher selves and the integration of the fifth dimensional light body into your physical vessel due to the work you have been victoriously able to achieve. And I have to say kudos to the Divine Feminine for staying committed. It's not easy. Anyone who is an authentic twin knows this journey is not easy at all. And the fact that when you fell, you got back up again, you had to get through such difficult obstacles, difficult healing, difficult triggers, all of those different things, and you've stayed very proactive and very committed to love, to loving yourself, to doing your purpose, to being there, being the love, being the torch for your Divine Masculine. I mean, that's been amazing. So congratulations to all of you who have been staying with it. Stay strong. The best is really yet to come. It's all wonderful and it's all honored, but in terms of really experiencing the physical part of this, just you'll see. It's going to be pretty amazing. The Divine Masculines are finding themselves being led through a tumultuous time of shadow. And this is really important. Where all that has limited their understanding and transition will be making itself very known through their intuition and will be brought about very strongly and directly. So many of you, what I'm finding in readings, have masculines who are going through the dark night of the soul or going through their tower moments. An interesting thing that came to me this morning, as a matter of fact, I was having a conversation with Archangel Michael, is that we do not have only one time of a dark night of the soul. For many of us, dark nights of the soul, we can have several of them. Several of those really harsh transitions into the breaking through of the lights. It's always darkest before the dawn. So just wanted to put it out there that your divine masculine may have already gone through a dark night of the soul and will be going through a different type of level of another dark night of the soul in order to bring your divine masculine into that light, into that consciousness and that clarity of what the truth is. Okay, so I just wanted to mention that. Divine feminines, you have been assisting yourselves in ways where you are assisting your divine masculine in an accelerated manner. That's fantastic. It is time for your divine masculine to become, to rise, and to join you in your understanding and greater awareness of the divine I am that I am, and the love that you both are and have always been. The shadows come in the northern hemisphere, and in the southern hemisphere, the time of great awakening of summer passion celebrates with fertility. With these energies, the balance of shadow and light come into view, and the transition of that shadow into light, bringing great rebirth. So we have the most powerful times between Samhain and Beltane. We have the winter time, the darkness, the shadow here in the northern hemisphere, the thinning of the veils in that sense, with thinning of the veils in the southern hemisphere in terms of rebirth and light and summer and passion and fertility and all of those things, rebirth. So we have these two opposites going on, and there's a balancing effect that's going on with the two hemispheres in the world. So that shows you a lot in terms of gateway, also what's happening with the masculine and the feminine, the great gateway of love, the great acceleration of the path. So it's just very interesting, and we have the added bonus here of the Venus and Mars. With the poles, they dance in the great Celtic festival of Beltane in the southern hemisphere, yet in the northern hemisphere our ancestors speak. And it is within the dark where we find our greatest fears, and yet our greatest powers within it. We are able to find the mysteries, the answers to the mysteries, of our own hearts and souls. For those who are finding their way, it is your time to receive the answers you have been struggling to find, or have found to trigger great bouts of fear and uncertainty. Only through the fears and inner guidance can you realize what has not been realized within your true soul. Very true. Death and rebirth, feminine and masculine, fire and water, for so much of October will bring about immense changes that will propel you forward into the main reasons why you and your beloved have chosen to experience in order to achieve your mastery and ascension. You have chosen to lose the ego's hold and choose and act from the heart. You have chosen liberation from all limitations of your true identity and the truth of all, and you have chosen to be the Holy Trinity with your beloved and to express this from within the depths of your inner selves and project that into the suffering world that has been lost and separated. Let October's lantern surge and glow and bring you into the truth of the light and rebirth. It is time to surrender and trust that the way forward is assured and that all is being greatly planned and orchestrated to achieve the lifting of the earth. Powerful messages there that you can absolutely go deeper with. Absolutely. And I absolutely love this time of year for that going within, for that being able to receive messages from what has been hidden from me, where it's been veiled, it's no longer veiled. And I love connecting also. We have our ancestral guides, our ancestors, our spirit guides. We have family members, but we also have guides that are from our past, ancient past. So many of us have connections to Native Americans, to Druids, to Egyptians. We have lived through a lot of the times of war and all of that. We have historical guides. And our guides are always there to connect with, to also assist us with our awareness, with our spiritual attainment, with things that we are looking to achieve and manifest in the physical. So, even like calling upon our grandparents, they're able to assist in ways in which, of course, they have to be allowed to assist in certain ways. They may not be able to get involved, but they are there supporting and guiding in ways that they are allowed to. And we have familiars. We have spirit guides in forms of animals to work with too. This is the time of the ancestors in all different ways, whether they be long past or short past. The familiar guides and and working with certain deities is very helpful too, if that speaks to you. But I love this time of year for being able to gather that information. It's a magical time in so many ways because we are receiving information that is hidden and from another realm. And, it's wonderful because we can grow and change and transition or transform so beautifully, so powerfully through this time of shadow. I want to leave you with a poetry excerpt that I actually wrote from one of my poems. I have not yet published my poems. I have plenty in this leather-bound book here. That's one of my passions, writing, and I definitely do want to write some more, and I do want to be able to publish not only poetry but an autobiography as well. So I'm going to be working on some of my passions this winter season. So what are yours? What are your passions? What have you been receiving that you just have not made time for? What has been nagging at you? What has been pulling at you? And you just have not given it its expression yet. Music, writing, sketching, art. It could be anything. It doesn't have to just be in that sense. Some things to think about, some things to tune into. But this is from a poem that I wrote in 2016. It's called The Harvest. And I'm just going to read you just a small part here because I just think it says a lot about what's going on here with October. Smell it, taste it, her earthly gifts to enliven your senses. Know that as the trees groan and the pumpkins grow, that you yourself are swept into autumn winds, a changed being from your journey in those dreams. Become that shadow and embrace that hollowness that can only point you to the reality that you are as light as that leaf in apparition, that marmalade sunset far-reaching into the eternalness that only this season can sing. Let it sing and let it ring, all old things and new things too. Shift and turn to the warming view. Simmer in sweetness and let the old dregs fall dead, for they are not you, and you are not them. Have a powerful October, powerful gateway, powerful transitioning time. And please know that I'm there for you guys. Even for those of you who I don't work with, I'm here on YouTube. My spirit is here with you, and I support you and commend you for everything. Have a wonderful, wonderful Halloween season, Samhain season. Don't forget to have a Hocus Pocus marathon. Think of me. I put a spell on you, and now you're mine. Who doesn't love that movie? I don't know anyone that doesn't love that movie. It's a constant here, so I'm going to be watching it a lot. So have a great Halloween. Thank you so much for listening. Love all you guys. Take care, and remember, from the heart of the darkness is born the light. Brightest blessings. Take care.